60, after decades of grinding in my career, I hit a wall, and it was a big one. Burnout was sitting in my lap like an unwelcome house guest, and it came with this sinking fear that I would never get to retire. Not comfortably, not the way I wanted, not joyfully, maybe not at all. And I remember staring at my bank accounts and retirement accounts thinking, I have worked this hard for this, for so little. It felt like standing at the bottom of a mountain with no climbing gear. Maybe you know that feeling. Maybe you've been there, that tight chest, that pit in your stomach, whispering, it's too late. But here's what I want you to hear from me, friend. That feeling, it's a lie. You are not too late. You are not starting from zero. You are not starting from scratch. You are starting from experience. And today, I'm going to show you how I went from financial panic to financial freedom step by step, and how you can do it too. And hey, if you're already feeling some hope creeping in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And I'm going to keep making videos for women just like you and I. So the first thing is you got to get brutally honest with your money. So let's get into it. The very first thing that you have to do, and I say this with love, is stop hiding from your numbers. And boy, I'm the queen of hiding from it, right? If you don't look at it, it's not there. I know it's uncomfortable because I avoided it too for a very, very long time. But clarity is power. And this is the moment that you have to take that power back. You need to gather everything. Your savings accounts, your retirement accounts, your home value, your debts. Where is your money coming from and where is your money disappearing to? There's no shame. You just need to know what you're starting with. No judgment, just truth. And the good news, you don't have to drown in spreadsheets like we used to. There's lots of apps out there like Empower or Pocket Guide, and they can link your accounts together and show you exactly where you stand. So if this part already feels overwhelming, don't worry, take a breath, start small. And if you want more videos walking you through budgeting for beginners in their 50s and 60s, just let me know in the comments and I'll make them. So the first thing I want you to do is download one app or grab a notebook, okay? Start tracking this week. Your future self is going to thank you. So the second step is to rethink your income. Now that you know where you stand and what you've got coming in and going out, let's talk about the thing that moves the needle the most, your income. So many people over 60 believe that their earning potential has peaked. That's not true. It doesn't have to be true. You have dozens of decades of experience, and that's not a weakness, that is leverage. Think about the skills that you've built over all these many years: organization, leadership, communication, problem solving, caregiving, systems thinking, critical thinking. All of these translate into very marketable roles like being a virtual assistant, a project manager, a freelance writer, a consultant, a bookkeeper, a digital marketer, my favorite, jumping into that online space, a real estate assistant, online course creator, that's me. So start with small, low-risk steps, a few clients on the side, a couple of hours a week. You don't need a second job. You just need a new income stream, and it is definitely possible. So if you want me to make more videos around each of these options, let me know. I can always give you freelance ideas for women in particular over 50, because I'd love to dive into that for you. So the next action I want you to take is list 3 skills you already have that people will pay for. Then look up what other people charge. It'll open your eyes. So the next step, number 3, is supercharge your savings and investments. Okay, so now you've got some clarity and a plan. So it's time to make your money hustle. It's time to make it grow. So here's where being 60 plus actually gives you that superpower, right? The IRS literally gives you permission to save more. So let's talk numbers. In 2025, the 401k limit was $23,500. Over 50 for catch-up is $7,500. Super catch-up, ages 60 to 63, is $11,250. See, that's where your age is working to your advantage. That's $34,750 that you can invest if your plan will allow it. And then IRAs, there's a $7,000 limit, a $1,000 catch-up. That's $8,000 right there. So these catch-up contributions are a lifeline if you're behind. And here's something that most people are not going to tell you. Being too conservative at 60 can hurt you just as much as being reckless. You still need growth. So index funds like the Standard & Poor's 500, the total stock market, they're going to give you stability and growth. So if you want me to break down how I personally choose how I'm doing my investments, let me know in the comments. So if this is clicking or connecting with you somehow, if you're starting to feel like, oh, maybe this could work for me, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell. I make these videos to help women build strength, confidence, and financial independence at any age. So step 4, you want to acknowledge and plan for your reality. So let's be real for a minute, especially with my fellow women watching. Many of us stepped out of the workforce to raise a family, take care of aging parents, or both. If you're like me, I'm in the sandwich generation. I'm the tail end of the baby boomers, and my kids are in their 30s, early 30s, but then I've got an elderly mother that I have to manage her care too, right? So you can't always pick up those extra jobs or those extra shifts. So during that time of your life, you probably earn less. Therefore, you're probably saving less. We lived longer, and we often carry more medical costs. This isn't a personal failing. It's a system that we were not designed for. So here's the plan. We need to plan for a longer life. We need to build a healthcare strategy. We need to increase our financial literacy. So if you're eligible for a health savings account, use it. Triple tax advantage can be your new best friend. So if you want a full video on planning out some healthcare costs in retirement, let me know. Comment healthcare and I can break that down in a way that feels very doable. So your next action item is to read one article or one video about healthcare planning this week. That's it. I just want you to be prepared. Step 5, design your work optional life. If you do decide to retire, are you going to have enough income and what's that going to look like? This is my favorite part. The old work till you're 65 and then collapse on the couch. I don't know about you, but that was not clicking for me. It's outdated. A work optional life means you work because you want to, not because you have to. Your money supports your joy, not your stress. And you choose the hours and the projects. Maybe that looks like working a part-time gig, a consulting job, taking on a freelance client, running a small online business, or volunteering because money is no longer the boss. Downsizing your home or simplifying your lifestyle isn't failure, it's freedom. So tell me in the comments what your dream work optional life looks like. I might feature some of that in a future video. So your next homework is to grab your notebook and write down your ideal work optional week, your hours, your lifestyle. Make it real, right? Don't sugarcoat anything because you have to know what you're working towards. For me, it was not punching a time clock, not working for somebody else. So I knew when I retired, I still needed to bring in income because my retirement savings wasn't enough. The small pension I get barely covers the basics, and I've still got big dreams and goals. So I do keep track and I do manage my money like that and my investments, because starting over at 60 is not a failure. It's a rebirth. I mean, for me, retirement has been one of the best decades of my life. I'm a year and a half in now, and it is fantastic. And I spend my days doing what I want. You know, I jumped into the online space. I do a lot of volunteer work, and you can have that too. And I can't tell you the joy that it can bring. So here's your new game plan. Number one, get honest with your numbers. Don't sugarcoat it. Rethink and diversify your income. Supercharge your investments and plan based on your reality. You want to design a work optional life you're excited about. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are simply stepping into a new chapter with more wisdom, more experience, clarity, and power. The most important thing, start today. Stop putting it off. Don't wait till Monday. Don't wait till next month. Don't wait till next year. You've got this, my friend, truly. So, thank you so much for watching. And if this video encouraged you or gave you clarity, please hit the like and share it with someone who needs a little hope right now. And if you want more videos around these topics, reinvention and income strategies, then hit that subscribe button, because I'd love to have you here.